Hey everybody, welcome to Bura Tech. In this episode, I'm going to be doing some Udemy stock technical analysis. All right, welcome back. So let's take a look here at the stock here. Now, of course, things have been going down a little bit. Again, the market is taking off riskier assets here. If we hop into Bitcoin here, you can see Bitcoin, was down quite a bit. You can see here that, if we kind of look at this here, over the last 7 days, there's a gap actually on the chart, so that's kind of interesting whether that gets filled sooner or later, because we all know 90% of gaps usually fill or something like that. But you can see here that things look a bit oversold. I think it went down to about $40,000 last night. But anyway, so you can see that riskier assets are selling off, and of course Udemy is a much riskier asset because it's a growth stock here. And so as you can see, things are down 53% from the top. They are down a whole 50% down from the IPO price, and then 47% down from opening trades. So quite a bit here, and it's not just Udemy here. A lot of the indexes are down, right? So it's not Udemy itself, because the business model is actually pretty good, although it needs a lot of tweaks, as you know, from watching this channel. But it's still a good business model. It's just, if the stock market is down, Udemy is going to be down too. So again, you can see it's down about 3% for the day here. But I want to talk about some technical analysis here, okay? So we can look at the day chart here. And I'll just have to draw that again, I guess. So as you can see that the channel here is mostly, if I kind of draw this in a way here, you can see that the channel is, somewhat intact. This is from the day here, and this is right from the top all the way to the bottom here. So you can see it kind of does form, and it tried to break that resistance and go down here. Now, of course, technical analysis isn't exactly foolproof. It gives you more of a roadmap, if anything. But you can see here, we need it to break out here. Now, of course, things can't go down forever. If it does, then Udemy runs a chance of getting delisted, which would not be good. Not be good, but if it does, it's because, it's their own thing here. So as you can see, we had some buying, and then it tried to test that resistance and then go back down here. Now this is the day chart. Now let's take a look at the hourly chart. Now the hourly chart is a little bit different, but as you can see, it does somewhat follow those lines here. So if I kind of just move this in such a way here that you can kind of see just basically the general trend here. So you can see that things follow here, and then you're looking for a resistance break here for it to go back up. And remember, it did do that, right? There was the day chart. Like if I kind of zoom out here, I guess I can't really do it since I drew something here. But if you zoom out, like this part of here actually broke the trade, broke the previous downtrend. So again, remember, it's not necessarily that Udemy is doing a bad job. It's just that the stock market isn't doing well at all, right? So therefore, and if you take a look at the commodities here, gold is down from 18 earlier. Silver is down a little bit. All these things, except for natural gas, that's a different story though. But anyway, so as you can see, Udemy is basically in a downtrend right now, but it's not just Udemy, it's the entire stock. So I did talk a little bit about this yesterday, but if Udemy at any given time wants to become profitable, if everyone seems to think that's a good thing again, that's somewhat of a joke, then they can actually do it. There's a lot of things that they can do. And again, I'd say the best path forward for them is to make the marketplace scalable so that businesses can make a lot of money, and they get to do the promotion themselves. And remember, this isn't my brilliant idea. I'm just taking what Steam and the App Store do, and Google Play. All these marketplaces work in a way where you can build multi-million-dollar companies on, but Udemy, you can't do that, and it's mostly engineered that way, which I don't think is a good business decision, personally. All right, so the stock, again, if it's falling and continues to fall, then that's what I recommend Udemy do. But the other thing is that if we are headed for a recession, then Udemy's $10 business model is actually really good. The reason for that is that $10 for the top Udemy courses are an incredibly good deal, right? Even if it's $10 to $20, I still think, again, I've talked about pricing, but if they should put a floor of 10-hour courses are $10 and then 20-hour courses are $20. It's very easy and basic and simple, but they should do that. All right, so there you go. There's some technical analysis. Now remember, I can only draw these lines if it makes sense here. If I draw a bunch of other things and they don't really make sense, then then I don't do it, right? But in this case, this gives you somewhat of a roadmap here. So you're looking to break, like this is the day chart. So if you break above 16 and then, somewhere in the 16 range, that's going to be the resistance here. And then for the hourly, you need to break this above 15. But the selling needs to stop, right? And even as I am talking about this here, so has Bitcoin, well, it's kind of stayed the same. And you can see that if people are selling, then they might be selling Udemy stock too. So I wanted to talk about one more thing before we go here. So we have a Kickstarter here, and if you want to get into some amazing bundle of courses, this is a bundle within bundles of courses. This Kickstarter is definitely for you. You'll get to learn everything from web development, app development, machine learning, blockchain, game development, and interview prep. And by the way, if you pledge, the more you pledge, the more courses you get. And this is the best deal you'll ever get on Mammoth Interactive courses. So please pledge for us. It really does help us out when you start pledging for this project here. If you really like this channel, pledge for this project today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.